morning, Cadre. It is Monday, June 25th. I've got a shave going. I've got to get into work this morning too, so we're going to go ahead and jump into this and get started. So on deck today is another soap that is from an artisan made here in the state of Utah. Has had a couple iterations on this. It's a shaving cream, not a soap, and it is from the Mini Moustachery. Let's get it to focus here. It's a vintage shave cream, and it's called Dadgummit. This is their version of Barbershop, and he just adds extra patchouli in it. So patchouli is a common scent in Barbershop. He just adds more. So it is a cream, and what I usually do is I take my little scooper here that I keep for creams and overly soft soaps, and I just scoop out a healthy portion. And grab my Captain's Choice bowl. That's embarrassing. I'll tell you what happened. It fell off the scoop. And it fell into the sink. So, it's a good thing that this stuff is relatively cheap because I just wasted a shave's worth of cream right there. Never had that happen before. First time for everything. Okay. The razor today, I'm sticking with this because if you follow along in my journal, I'm close to 200 shaves. Before I left on Friday to go camping, I did toss out the blade that was in it, so it is time to load up. So you just kind of insert the key, pull it back, and insert the new blade. This one has a few left in it, but that's why I did buy them more, because as I've gone through these, the feathers, the micro touches, I think they're called micro touches, aren't they? Captain, Titan, mild blades. I've got the supers, a bunch of others. Those ones are my favorite, the Pro Guard, so I bought a bunch of them. So I'm going to use that, and then I'm also going to, let me wet the face real quickly here, and then we'll grab the brush, that way we can just jump into and get started. We do have some growth, because my last shave was Friday morning. So, don't put that water here. I'm going to use my Envy Shave Ute brush. So I commissioned this to make for me. It's got the U of U logo on the bottom of it. So we'll go ahead and build the lather. I haven't used this cream a lot. His first iteration of it wasn't the best, I'll be honest, and he received that feedback. And this one, they claim to be their finest yet. And my allergies have kicked up probably from camping a little bit, so my sniffer's not the best today. So I'm not going to do a full review on this soap cream because I hadn't used it before, and you can go back and search and find that information if you really want to. But it's a really good cream. It does produce a good lather. It is plenty slick enough for what you're trying to do with it, and I get a good shave. So anyways, other topics. Yesterday, Dave, Chris, and I, we did record the radio show. That was interesting. Thankfully, where Chris was at, because he left yesterday to go camping, and he's returning home later this week with his family. He actually had signal that was reliable. I had some, that's why I did post a couple of things, but it actually, I know I said, oh, it's better than I thought it was. As more people arrived to the campground for the weekend, that's when it started to get spotty. It wasn't the best. But, I mean, I was able to upload a couple of pictures and took my family fishing. That was fun. So, where we went was called Wasatch Mountain State Park. So if anyone's ever in the state of Utah and you want to get some camping done, you can look that up. It's up past Park City, so you're at an elevation that's above 8,000 feet. past a little town called Heber into a small Swiss town. There's a lot of Swiss influence there, and it is called Midway. Great town, fun. We went into town, did some, grabbed some supplies that we forgot, stuff along those lines. I've been there before, obviously, living in Utah. The campground is an hour and 15 minutes away. So I can get to above 8,000 feet elevation. I think we're about 8,800, almost 9,000 feet where we were camping at. And I can get to an hour and 15 minutes away. Cat's back there. She wants out. She's going to have to wait. So we had a great time up there camping. I don't want to call this a family reunion, but I guess in a roundabout way it kind of was. My wife's dad, he owns a tent trailer too, and he wanted to get the whole family camping with his kids and their spouses and everything. So the others, they had tents. We both had our tent trailers, and we just went up and had a good time. So at the base where you enter the state park, there is a pretty good sized fishing pond. And in the outhouses, there was a sign that says they stock it weekly through the end of July. And it's a way to get young kids out fishing. That's the whole goal of it. It's all really family oriented. So we went down with my son, daughter, everyone went. I had two nieces, I guess, there. The one closest to Connor's age. We were fishing. So, Connor's 4. You guys have ever taken a 4-year-old fishing, you know they don't want to wait. But when we did finally get him on the end of the hook and had Connor come reel it in and participate, it was kind of fun. And what I'm going to do, guys, is my wife did record the video of it. I'm going to attach that at the end of this video. First pass down. What I'm going to do, save time, I'm going to pause you guys so I can get this last pass and cleanup pass done quicker. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just finished up my last 2 passes. I am honestly PPS plus, great shave. I'm going to apply some witch hazel real quick. I think last time I did this off camera, this time I didn't. It's a great shave. So while this dries on, before I apply my aftershave, I wanted to talk about one thing. Some people ask me why I haven't shaved when I'm camping. And I've done it before. The reason why I haven't on these last couple trips that I've gone on is because they're short trips. They're just weekend trips, so I'm not showering. I don't want to try and deal with heating up the whiskers or anything like that. And also, I want to add, it'd be 100% cold water shave, unless I heat up water on the stovetop. So, yes, I do have a tent trailer, and I know some of you are like, oh, you need to be in a tent type of a thing. That's not camping. It has a small ice chest. It has a manual hand pump for water. It does not have hot water. There's no toilet or anything like that. So really what it is we're a tent that's off the ground, elevated, and a place to get out of the rain. It's perfect for kids. It's perfect for us. We've loved every minute of it. I've loved it. So what I'm going to use today, what sounds good? I haven't used this in a while. We're going to use this. I haven't used it in a while, but I think it will pair well. We're going to use Barbasol Pacific Rush. It's a fun aftershave. So that's why. But what I will say is I will promise you guys that on my trips in July, I've got 2 in July. These ones are longer. They're not just weekends. I've got a 4-dayer and I got a week. I will, because they're longer, guess what I'll be doing? I'll be using the showers that are in the campground. And I will make sure that I get a shave in for you guys and record it and show you what I do when I'm camping and shaving. I do go camping this coming weekend again. Different campground. This one in a city called Camas. Well, not a city, but past Camas. And we'll be going up there for another weekend trip, this time with my side of the family. So it'll be fun. One other thing that I wanted to quickly discuss before I close off here is that at TSC, we did kick off the vendor program. We are looking into vendors. We go into this on the radio show. We've talked to a few people. We've identified some vendors that we would love to see join us, and we are just going through the process. I'll say you might see some of them have joined the cadre recently and are members, which is fantastic. It increases the knowledge base about products overall on the shaving cadre, and we're excited to have them join us. And they understand that they have more flexibility in what they can post once they become a vendor. So my ask to all of the cadre is that as these people become vendors, support them. You know, these are people that are clearly becoming just as passionate about the shaving cadre as we all are, which is fantastic because that's what we want. We want people on this site that is going to make it better, going to help it grow, and is going to provide stuff for all of us, you know, whether it's knowledge, you know, whether it's a new product that maybe you've never tried before. We know it's booming. So, oh my goodness. You want to see what's going on? Here's my safety cap, guys. This is Hazel. She's on the counter. She's inspecting, wondering what's going on. She's a Lynx Point Siamese. Yeah, okay. You're done. So there's that. So anyway, so the shave is done. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys all go. Watch the radio show. If it should be up sometime today. I don't know who's going to get edited done first, myself or Dave. I don't know how late he was up last night doing it. So keep an eye out. So it was a great shave. I've got some mail calls coming up this week. I'm excited to go over those with you guys. So stay tuned. Thank you for being a member of the cadre. And right after this, I'm attaching the video to it of my son catching his first fish. I'll just say it might be worthy to send into America's Funniest Home Videos. So it was pretty dang funny. It got cut a little short, but again, I think that's my wife was using my phone and probably accidentally hit the wrong button, but I still think we could send it in. So, as always, if you guys have any questions, reach out to us. If you have any questions for me, reach out directly to me. Dave, Chris, and I want to thank you all for being members at the cadre, and if you are not a member, join up at www.theshavingcadre.com. Come join in the banter, come join in the discussion, come talk to us about the products that you're using. That is what we really want to start focusing on, and we want to understand, you know, what it is that, how has this place, the shaving world, boomed, and what have we not tried that we should be trying. So thanks again, guys, and I hope you all have a great Monday, and we will talk again soon.
Keep going, Connor.
You want to catch a fish?
Yeah, there is really a fish.
What is that?
A fish! A fish! I did catch a fish!
You want to see it?